Welcome to the Lounge, everyone. My name is Toby Roydell, and today, in part 1 of 2, I will tell you why university is absolutely worth it. I just finished my 5 years of university. A few weeks ago, I completed my academic journey with a master's degree in general management. So that makes me kind of eligible to talk about whether you're going to university is worth it or not. Today, we talk about why uni is worth it, and next time we talk about why it can be not so much worth it. But please care, a lot of personal opinion today, and this experience might be completely different for everyone. First of all, it's actually crazy to think about that I spent the last 20 years, and that is 80% of my whole life, in the school system, starting from primary school. And this is hell of a long time. Not only is it a really long time, but I also have really mixed feelings about this whole period of time. Because in 5 years of uni, a lot of things can happen. And when you go to uni, a lot of things will happen. While I definitely want to talk about the different parts of the whole school system at some point in the future, today I only want to focus on universities. That is a lot for itself. And maybe you had some similar or comparable experiences on your journey as well. I really do not think you need to be in 100 different universities across the world to know how things work. You know a few, you know them all. There is only one really big difference that I could make out that really changes how things are, and that is the difference between public schools, universities, and private schools and universities. For example, my first university was kind of comparable to a public one. My second one a little bit more to a private one, like someone. And I'm not talking about that. With private schools, you buy your grades. This is not the feeling that I got, not at all. But the way that you are treated, that is the biggest difference from uni to uni as a student. How does the uni treat you as a student? This difference, from my experience, was one of the biggest ones. Because at some unis, you are just a number. You're just a number. One of thousands of students, and why should we care for you? And in another university, they care for your problems. If you have a problem, it gets solved in under 24 hours. That's a big difference. That's a really, really big difference, and that can make or break your experience somewhat. But the system of education, for example, is the same in any university in the world, I believe. Like, you go into a course with lots of people, you take the course, you study, you take an exam, you get points and grades. Or you do the exact same thing from home. But the system is the same everywhere. When it comes to whether university is for you or not, depends on what kind of person you are a little bit and what you expect from your time at university. Many people attend university to postpone their decision what they want to do with their life because they have absolutely no clue, and that's fine as well. And then there's other people who exactly know already what they want to do, and they want to get it over with as fast as possible so they can start to work in the field that they want to work. And that is an amazingly great thing about universities. You can study whatever you want. There is something for everyone, I believe. Maybe there's even too many fields that you could study. I mean, on the one hand, you shouldn't be forced to study something only to being able to work in that field. But some fields, like being a doctor, are maybe too complicated to just learning it on the job, so you need an academic education in order to perform these kinds of jobs. You could also just study something that absolutely interests you and go for that. But the thing is, university takes a really, really long time, and it's really hard work at times. And so sparing a thought once in a while whether you can make any money from it in the future or make a living out of it is probably sometimes a good idea to spare a thought every now and then. You can, of course, only study for yourself and your interests, but many people do not have the luxury to do so, I fear. The next and often overlooked great thing about universities is that more and more people can attend universities. It's not necessary for a majority of the population to work in labor-intensive jobs directly after school or even during their school times, and they have the possibility and the opportunity to go to uni, which is a great thing. Not that I'm not saying that you should, because there are also big advantages to those labor-intensive jobs that are often overlooked as well. One thing that I feel like gets overlooked too many times as well is that university is not for everyone. This is a huge misconception that it has developed throughout the past few years, that uni is an upgrade to school, sort of. And if you're smart enough, you can go to uni, and if you're not smart enough, you don't make it, you don't go to uni. And this is a really, really bad thing, because I've seen so many people left and right to my side that felt completely out of place at university. They didn't enjoy themselves, it wasn't meant for them, and they had a bad time. And they even told me, Toby, I don't even know what I'm doing here. It really sucks, this is not the right thing for me, but I don't know, my parents pressure me a little bit, I have to do this. This is really bad. This is really, really, really bad. And so I would never consider uni to being an upgrade to school. On a base level, it has nothing to do with intellect. Not at all. Not even close. Next up, the biggest point of them all, and the greatest one, the people, your colleagues. You meet an abundance of new and different people at your campus, and you can make so many new friends and hopefully like-minded people that you can share your free time with, or they help you with uni stuff when it gets hard and difficult and stuff like that. That is what makes the whole uni experience a really, really great thing. It's a great chance to make new friends and get invited to some amazing house parties and have some deep talk sessions at 1 a.m. in the morning. What a great lifestyle, isn't it? I know quite a few people I still have good contact with just because of my time at uni. And that's a great thing if you can find some really, really good friends for your life maybe. There is also the option to turn your hobby into a job through going to university. Because maybe it's such a complicated field that it would otherwise stay out of your reach when just informing yourself via some literature or something like that by yourself. But there's also a danger in that, because for example, I really love the universe and astrophysics and stuff, but I would never study that, because I would fear that this whole deep dive of mathematics and astrophysics and the physical side of thing would ruin the vibe for me, kind of, and I wouldn't enjoy it as much anymore if I then had to do it and had to do it as a job, because I already studied it, right? So there's a danger in that, but it's always an option to just turn your biggest hobby into a job by going to university. Would I study again? Yes, definitely I would. But there is a big but to that. And what that is, you can find out in the next video when we smash universities. It's not all sweet and dandy. I myself am, of course, now done with this period in my life, and it was a hell of a ride, I can tell you that. In the next episode, we will talk and discuss a little bit about the cons of universities, so make sure to check that out. Thanks for watching so much, and if you have any opinions on this whole topic, you can share them down below. And as always, my name is Toby Roydell, and I will see you again next time here in my lounge.